You excited for turkey? You excited for turkey? Time to get back to the build. Climbing Mount GDP. So you feeling any safer yet?
Yeah, if I fell backwards like that, maybe I shouldn't do that.
You probably shouldn't do that.
It's called a weenus.
Demonetized! Alright y'all, I'm excited. We're gonna have to take a little break from the build, and it is time for Thanksgiving. Just gonna spend some time with the family and have a little fun. But I have put myself in charge of making the turkey. It's my first time ever making a turkey, and I'm gonna do it in the Traeger grill. So let's see how this goes. Crew, you excited for turkey? You excited for turkey? He may not look like it, but he is excited for turkey. When that turkey actually starts cooking, he's gonna go out of his mind. So I'm gonna sneak under here in the hidden cupboard where all the pots and pans are hidden. Alright, this is what I need. Alright, so I got my pot of water. I'm gonna add some salt, and we're gonna try brining this turkey. Brining the turkey. Alright, so I added some salt, little herbs, and I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and then I gotta give it some time to cool down. Our brine is coming to a boil. I'm gonna let that simmer a little bit more until all the salt is dissolved, and then turn off the heat and just let it cool down. But it's looking good. I don't know if you can see me, but we're back after a late night trip.
Fire witch.
I'm so sorry that I gotta sit to this. Doing it at night so everything is cool. I should get that receipt out of there. Now we're gonna pour the special brine over the turkey. More water in there. Alright y'all, I'm out here with my brine bucket. Now this thing has been sitting out here all night. I think it's ready. Well, ready or not, I gotta pull it out, get it ready, get it on the grill. Here you go, Jess, I got a snack for you. Ooh. Crew treats? Crew, you want a turkey neck? Alright, turkey's done. The people are hungry. They can't wait to get at it. So let's take a look at it. Well, the meal was a big success. The turkey was a hit. Everyone loved it. Also grilled up some potatoes, some corn on the cob. Yeah, it was nice just getting to spend some time with the family. It's always precious. But as fun as that is, time to get back to the build. We want to start another course. Gotta keep building on up. Alright, so I got some time over today and tomorrow to get a bunch of dirt prepared. But before I can do that, I gotta get these rocks out of the way. These giant boulder-sized rocks, they're gonna have to come out. I'm gonna have to move them somewhere. Hopefully I can get it by myself, we'll see. All right, y'all, get these loose, try and get them in the cart, and try and get them out of the way for now. Nope, this isn't going anywhere. At least not doing it alone. Best I can do, move it out the way. Whew. I think I can move this one out of the way. Jeez. I'm gonna need Jess and her guns in order to get these things moved. I can't do it, not with these. Today's the day, back to the build. I think we've done course number 35. We're about to start course number 36, but I have got a ton of dirt ready. This might be enough for like 2, maybe even 3 courses, and I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to get at this. But it's cloudy today. Kind of cleared up a little bit, but it's still cloudy, and there is a good chance of rain. I think it'll be coming tonight, so hopefully it shouldn't interfere with the build, but you can smell and feel the moisture in the air, and it's exciting to me. I'm excited about the possibility of some more rain. A couple of our smaller IBC totes are empty, and the totes for the Hacienda are actually really draining, so you know, we can use that water. We're using a lot of it for the build, but we can use a little bit more if it does rain tonight. Jess is out here. Green Dream Team. Let's get it done. How you feeling this morning?
Feel pretty good.
Nice. I have lofty goals, but we'll just see. We'll just play it by ear. The next couple of days are dedicated to building, today and tomorrow. So we'll just we'll see how it goes, see how much we can get done.
And
well,
there's some things we gotta do before we start.
What's that?
Well, we have to figure out where we're putting those vent pipes.
Yeah, we got to put vent pipes in. I have some 4-inch ABS that technically we were supposed to put in the last course, but well, we forgot. Yeah. So they're going in this course. It happens.
And I got something in the mail that I'm gonna try using. Okay, I'll go get it.
Okay, and do we have to put in the pipes before you do barbed wire or after?
I think we can do it after.
Okay. All right, we're almost ready to go. Crew's not only the site inspector, he's the safety inspector. So you want to show off your new toy? Woo! Safety harness. It's the latest in Earthbag building fashion.
Gotta figure out
how to utilize it safely and effectively. I don't know if I showed everyone yet, but you can now see the whole circumference from inside. Standing right by the door, and it's just cool. It's cool seeing it. Look at that, you're in complete shadow up there. Well, except for your hand. If you were Swamp Thing, you'd be able to make your stumpy arms grow. No one would get that reference if that made the video.
holes.
I'm gonna watch you do it if I ever have to do it. Are there instructions that come with that? That looks uncomfortable by the crotch. Is there any crotch discomfort in that?
Not yet.
Would I have crotch discomfort with that?
You might. That's why it's called a weenus.
Do that safety shimmy.
Is it weird that I'm scared to use a safety harness?
Are you more scared to use the safety harness than just being out on the thing? Well, it's new to you. So, yeah, I imagine there's a little bit of fear to that. You look like a mountain climber. But in a way, I guess you kind of are, huh?
Yeah. A man-made mountain.
Climbing Mount GDP. Well, how do you feel? It looks good.
Yeah, well. Should I do a lap?
Okay, pliers, barbed wire.
Thank you.
Anything I can do to help. That's interesting because I thought maybe it would like strap to your upper body.
They had like other ones that go over your back and stuff, and that's probably safer. So yeah, if I fell with this, I could probably like jerk my back or like, you know, hurt my back.
This will destroy my back if there's a thing out there, but
It'll
hey, it's cheap.
from getting seriously hurt.
Well, hey, we're glad you got something. People have been clamoring about this for a while now. Let's get a thumbs up for safety. Do you feel safer and not so movement restricted?
Not really. I don't know. The thing is, like, yeah, if I fell backwards like that, maybe I shouldn't do that.
You probably shouldn't do that.
That would be fine.
It would?
But if I fell towards the inside, then I would still fall, especially if it's on the east side where there's no loft.
Either way, this pole is probably going to bend. I don't think this pole is going to support your weight.
Yeah.
But you probably want to go crashing down to the ground.
No, but I would like swing down and smack into something.
Yeah, there's a danger of that. I mean, there's a danger of hitting the loft or hitting boards or something like that.
I'm just gonna try not to fall.
You know, that's let's stick with that as the key component in this. Let's try not to fall.
But at least now I won't fall. You know, what are we at, 16 feet?
Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is a nice step. I'm glad you decided to go with it. I think just a precaution so that the worst of worst doesn't happen.
Yeah, now I'm gonna try this. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna keep using it. I'll see if I actually feel safe or if there are any problems, but
no promises, but
I'm gonna try it.
All right. Okay, while you start the barbed wire, I'm gonna start filling up cans, sending them up, and getting that ready. Oh, we'll also bring the bags up here. Okay, so the safety gear was smart, but this is genius. So you're all set when you get strapped up. You got water, you got snacks. You might not come down. So you feeling any safer yet?
No.
You getting more used to it? Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes after this course. No promises, right?
No promises.
Don't get tangled up.
Yeah.
So probably over a quarter of the way done. You want to give any thoughts on the harness yet or not yet? What's our initial thoughts with the first quarter of the course?
It wasn't too bad. I got a little wrapped up one time, but I think I can work that way.
Nice.
Yeah, I just it's slowing me down a little bit, which I don't like. But maybe once I get used to it, I'll go faster.
Yeah, everything new takes a little bit of time to get used to. Ready for lunch?
I'm ready.
Let's eat some food. All right, lunch is over. Just a few feet left to go, but now that we're almost done, we got the safety gear.
I can be kind of stubborn sometimes.
What? No. Once she gets her mind set in a certain direction, it's difficult to change course.
So I was kind of feeling like I didn't need it. I was a little worried about how well I would be able to work, or if it might make me feel like more unsafe. I didn't want to be like tripping over ropes or something, or getting tangled up, or feeling like I was carrying around some kind of bulky thing. Like all of the Earthbag builds that I've witnessed, I haven't seen people using that kind of safety gear. So I guess I had it in my mind that maybe that wasn't necessary. Plus, you know, I grew up as a kid that liked to play outdoors. I'd be climbing trees, and my family sometimes called me a spider monkey because I was this skinny little girl that was kind of all arms and legs, and I'd be climbing around and everything. I wasn't afraid of heights or anything like that, and I had a pretty good sense of balance.
I'm always amazed watching you work up there. You know, I'm always uncomfortable watching it, but the skill, the dexterity, and the balance you have up there is just incredible.
So I guess I was a little stubborn and kind of had that in my head, but I'm not that stubborn that I'm gonna risk my safety. So, you know, people were saying you should probably have some kind of safety harness, and you brought it up to me. We were talking about it, and I thought, well, I could try it at least.
Well, that's good. I feel better, and hopefully it grows on you. Hopefully you can get your speed back with it. I know a lot of people in the comment section will probably be relieved. 36 is done. How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Jess, you do all the work.
What?
Yeah.
How does all the dirt get up there then?
I don't know.
Magics?
Magics. How was using the thing for the whole course? The
weenus?
How was it using your weenus to build the whole course? Demonetized.
That's all right.
Nice. It's all right. So, how did you feel about it? Did it hinder your movement at all up there?
A little bit. I mean, obviously.
Of course, having something attached to your body.
Yeah, strapped around my waist.
But not too bad.
It was not too bad. I just had to be a little mindful of how I was moving, so I wasn't spinning around and wrapping myself up or something.
But did you feel a lot safer up there? Like, obviously, you still don't want to fall off the edge, but do you feel like maybe your life wouldn't be in peril?
Yeah.
Well, that's all good. Excellent. All right. I'm feeling good. Now I got to get up there and I got to start tamping. I feel good now, but wait till I'm done tamping, then ask me again.
Are you going to wear the weenus?
I brought my own weenus.
Okay.
Demonetized. Jess, your sense of humor is childish. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You know, it was kind of interesting when we got the turkey from a small local farm, and Jim prepared it and cooked it, and we shared it with some of my family, and we were kind of posting about it on social media, and a few people got upset about it. Now, I'm not going to name any names, but we'll just say that they're part of a group that rhymes with schmiegans. I'm really not surprised by this. I mean, food choices are a big part of our lives. It's often something that becomes part of our personal identities. So it can really be easy to take things personally and get offended by anything that might conflict with that. Now, I would like to mention that we do have a number of vegan friends whom we love and respect. And personally, I have great respect and admiration for anyone who is willing to change their lifestyle and their diet to reflect what their values are. And particularly when those values include being a good steward of the earth, caring about living things, and caring about your own health and well-being. Jim and I were actually vegetarians for quite a while before we started our YouTube channel. We ate a mostly plant-based diet with occasional dairy and some eggs, but no meat. You see, the thing was, I loved nature and I loved animals. I found it painful knowing that an animal had to die in order for me to eat meat. When I started getting interested in homesteading and self-reliance, we were living in a house in central Arizona with a small backyard. In that backyard, I began raising a flock of chickens. It gave me so much joy to watch these little balls of fluff become beautiful hens as they gave me eggs and some fertilizer for my compost, and I gave them food, water, shelter, and protection. They began to feel like members of my family. And they also gave me an important connection to nature. Around that same time, I also started a small backyard garden where I was growing some herbs and vegetables. I experienced the same joy that I felt with my chickens when I would plant a seed and care for it and watch it sprout, reaching its little green leaves up to the sunlight and then grow into this beautiful living thing. I began to become more aware of plants as not just living things, but as sentient beings. I realized that plants have the same innate desire to live and survive as animals do. They interact with their environment. They're born into this world. They grow, reproduce, and die. If a caterpillar is munching on a leaf, the plant senses it, it knows it's being eaten, and it responds in self-defense. Plants even have an electrical system that's analogous to the nervous system of an animal. And they have a chemical language of sorts that allows them to talk to each other or to sometimes summon certain animals that can aid in their defense when they're under attack. But for all their similarities, plants are in a different kingdom than animals. In fact, they're so foreign to us that it made it pretty easy for me to ignore any possibility that they might be experiencing something similar to fear, joy, desire, or suffering. All of the things that made me feel compassion towards animals. I mean, my lettuce plants didn't hop around my yard or look at me with cute puppy dog eyes, and they didn't scream when I chopped them up into a salad. But my close connection with my garden and my desire to learn more about plants eventually led me to an uncomfortable existential dilemma. I realized that I was a living thing that needed to eat other living things in order to live. I loved all living things, but unfortunately, many of them were also delicious. So I wrestled with this problem for a number of years, experimenting with different diets until we moved out here to a rural property in southeast Arizona. I had been studying permaculture and learning how to design a property. And I was thinking about what kinds of plants and animals we wanted to have here. While investigating different kinds of livestock, I came across one that caught my attention, the Navajo churro sheep. These beautiful animals are descendants of the very first sheep in North America. When the Navajo people began shepherding them, the lives of the Navajo and the sheep became forever inseparably intertwined. When you learn the history of the Navajo and their sheep, you find that it is a story of love, sorrow, destruction, and resilience. The Navajo have a saying, "Sheep is life." Sheep is life. That is how important these animals are to these people. Some Navajo consider the sheep to be family. They provide food, clothing, warmth in winter, and companionship out on the range. And beyond that, they're considered sacred creatures, teaching balance, connectedness, and harmony with the rest of the natural universe. While learning these things, I wondered, how can the Navajo be so close to these sheep, love them so dearly, and still be able to kill them and eat them? I couldn't quite wrap my head around it until I started learning about the Navajo textiles. The Navajo use wool from their sheep to hand spin and weave some of the most beautiful and high quality rugs and blankets. The Navajo have stories and legends surrounding their looms. Each part of the loom represents a different part of the natural world, and the process of weaving is akin to saying a prayer. As I thought about this, I began to imagine the universe as this big loom, and all its parts as interwoven cords of many different colors. Some are threads of love, joy, creativity, or peace. Others are threads of pain, sorrow, destruction, or death. All are necessary to create the full tapestry of existence. I knew this to be true from observing the awe-inspiring beauty, creation, and nurturing qualities of nature, along with sometimes its horrifying brutality and destructive qualities, as well as just my own experience of joy and sorrow in life. I felt that to deny the negative parts were to deny a part of myself, for I am also a part of that tapestry. That doesn't mean that I revel in death or destruction, but simply that I accept it as a necessary balancing force in the universe. So this Thanksgiving Day, I come to the table with a new perspective. I give thanks to all the plants and animals who give their lives so that I might continue to live. I accept their blessings with joy and gratitude, but also with reverence and humility. I promise to use all that I've learned and all that I've been given to seek balance and harmony with the living world and with the earth that we all share together.
Almost at 17 feet, it's crazy. All right, y'all, it's windy, it's cold. Oh! Our camera's about to fall over. So give us a thumbs up for course number 36. Didn't get as much done as we would have liked to, but we're still building. We'll be back out here. Hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. Hopefully you got to spend some time with family or friends.
Or just got to eat something yummy.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving. Crew. We almost got you looking at the camera.